massive day for the unemployed. Mutahar came out with an apology video. He was essentially yapping about YouTube's terms of service, which is, valid, and then hit this bombshell.
Now, YouTube's pretty much engineered, I would say, in their mind, it seems a pretty foolproof way of isolating kiddies from adults. Now, I use the E word over there, and I want to just start talking a little bit. I know there's been some drama, and I want to kind of address things here really quickly.
You know what? He addressed it and is using the engineer gameplay himself, so, good bit. Gotta give credit where it's due.
So, obviously, I have been calling myself a engineer, in some cases a programmer, a cybersecurity engineer, whatever you can call it. And, I apparently have also been a dropout, which I don't hide. Now, obviously, me being a dropout, I don't have a degree.
Yeah, that's kind of what the word dropout means. Thanks for the clarification.
So I'm not a certified or licensed engineer. Now, I made a lot of videos in the past where I've taught you guys about computer safety, cybersecurity, a lot of the stuff, and I think that content stands up on its own. And I believe it actually can be used, and people have learned from it, and I think that's great.
Okay, I just want to show you guys something. My YouTube glitch that's showing some ordinary gamers and Mr. Who's the Boss. Now, to an outsider looking in, Mutahar might seem like a wee bit of a fraud, but at least he's our fraud.
Now, if you feel offended, if you feel wronged that I called myself an engineer while not being a degree-holding engineer, then for that I do apologize. And I will denigrate myself to, I guess, programmer or a fat Indian guy that knows a bit about computers. That's what I'll leave it at.
You're not even fat, bro. This is fat.
And that's pretty much all I have to say. Now, again, if you want to stick around, awesome. If you still feel wronged and this does not suffice for you, then I don't really give a fuck. Simple as that.
I feel like honesty goes a long way, and if he genuinely doesn't care, then, why lie about it? So, W in Mutahar's book, not gonna lie. I even left a comment, should have baited a ukulele for the apology bit. He finally engineered a response video. Mutahar just needed to rest after a long night of being a SWAT officer.
Now, again, that being said, if anything else comes out of this, whether there be some legal stuff, then I'll just let lawyers handle it, and we'll call it at that. But that being said, I want to move forward, and that's pretty much the engineered response that I had to give.
Indian. On the WestJett channel, we're known for our accuracy and due diligence, and I know it's hard to believe, but we got something wrong. In yesterday's video, where Harmful Opinions talked about Mutahar having a gay experience, he mentioned Ryan, or Nexpo, and turns out it was a different Ryan. Guy felt terrible. He made a whole apology to Vicstar and Nexpo.
This video is going to seem like a joke, considering it's the first thing I've uploaded since Mutahar's response to recent drama, but I assure you it is absolutely not. I'd like to apologize unreservedly to Mutahar of SomeOrdinaryGamers and Ryan of Nexpo.
Basically, they were still acting hella gay, but this wasn't the same Ryan that Mutahar made out with.
We were so wasted that at some point in the night, me and Ryan started fucking making out for the hell of it. Like, we're talking tongue in mouth. I think I fucked Ryan.
Even I got a gay friend named Ryan. Ryan, if you're watching, get fucked.
I got a few pieces that seemed like they fit together, and instead of continuing to check and make sure, I boldly threw what I had out there, and even laughed at other people.
I read both of these guys' apologies, and Harmful Opinions only lost on one aspect, the defensiveness part. Damn, bro, now you're both gay. Not good enough. As punishment, you should continue making videos about him. It's nice you are correcting yourself, but people thinking Mutahar is gay is probably the least of his concerns right now. Some of you guys might disagree, but this drama is technically a nothing burger. Like, even if Mutahar is guilty on all charges, it's not like he did something criminal. He's not going to go to jail for calling himself an engineer.
Now, if you feel offended, if you feel wronged that I called myself an engineer while not being a degree-holding engineer, then for that I do apologize.
If I apologized like this to my wife, I would be sleeping on the couch. Like, this got some manipulative undertones. Bro straight up said, I'm sorry you guys feel this way, and I apologize if you're offended. While his apology did suck booty cheeks, I feel like, I don't care. Why is the Sonichu medallion the Behelit from Berserk? Harmful Opinions privated his other video and added some corrections, and upon further check-in, the 2019 wedding is not Kyle's, which is in fact occurred in 2017. This means the ill girlfriend does not line up with a gay cheating story. This also makes it even less likely that Ryan in question was Nexpo. Okay, but on the real, I don't think Nexpo gives a single because what straight guy would get offended if you call them gay? Like, the only person to get offended is probably somebody who has some repressed feelings and they're like, haven't come to terms with it.
I honestly, at this point, would not exactly be surprised if Mutahar lied about being Indian just for internet clout in some way.
Nobody's gonna lie about that, bro. Being Indian on the internet is like being a Jew in 1939 Warsaw. Not gonna lie, the commentary tubers are trying to push the Mutahar bad narrative so hard comes off very forced. If he could respond to a controversy this easily, it probably wasn't that big of a deal. People act like he's pirate software. You guys stop hating on my Twizzy P soft. Like, we go way back. Like, on my previous video, I set the record straight as well. So apparently, Harmful Opinions guy messed up a bit that it's a different Ryan he made out with, not Nexpo, and I wanted to clear things up here. We'll mention tomorrow in video 2. While you are at it, include an apology about the Kit Boga and Indian racist as comments.
No.
I'm in Canada, so I'm basically Indian. I earned my stripes.
Would you rather live in Nepal for a year or India for a month? Brother, I'm gonna keep it up. I mean, technically, if you think about it, I mean, I am living in India right now. Never mind, huh?
Canada.
He doesn't care, so he spent a full week silently deleting videos. Truly the actions of someone who doesn't care. No, I believe him. I genuinely think he doesn't care. Like, I think he did care for a week and then sort of had an epiphany and was like, dude, what the f am I doing? Like, why do I care about this? Spoiler, upcoming SlopTubers titles be like, Mutahar's response is crazy. It's over. He is done. Career dead. Isn't Mutahar himself sort of a SlopTuber? Like, he just records a 30-minute video with, like, marginally no editing, and, like, look, that's even... SlopTubers still work 10 times harder than streamers. I'll make that statement clear. Yo, any fat Asian computer science kids watching? Could you guys validate these claims real quick here? But nevertheless, like, Mutahar's strategy was decent, but I still feel like he kind of blundered the rook. The rook! Should have played the King's Indian, eh? Know the work rules. I completely lied about my work experience and credentials. Aw, you're sweet. I completely lied about my work experience and credentials. Hello, human resources? Pirate Software didn't lie about his work history. Everyone knows he worked at Blizzard for 7 years. Funnily enough, the biggest losers in this whole situation are actually Mutahar's parasocial viewers. Not saying all of them, but some of the people there are so ride or die for a YouTuber they never met. You cannot deny that censoring the engineer word in your comment section and, like, privating videos doing a cover-up is loser activity, while at the same time posturing as this guy who cares about censorship and stuff like that. He's a dude whose words have no weight. He'll talk bad about the Switch and buy one the next week. He is a man of zero morals, fundamentals, and honestly, I can't respect someone like that. I genuinely don't care what a man has to say if he can't squat 200 pounds parallel. It's a good rule of thumb.
I don't really give a fuck. Simple as that.
Dude, you got a huge ego. Maybe not quite Pirate Software's level, but you're up there, buddy. Bro's acting all nonchalant and gangsta and when he took a week to cook this response up. Like, if you released it the next day, then sure, you know, I'd have some leniency, but, like, it's pretty bad. And you know for a fact he'd be ripping Pirate Software a new one if Pirate Software came out with an apology like this. And, you know, honestly, this is why I kind of don't like Mutahar. And even though this guy has more subscribers than me, I genuinely don't care. Mutahar, all you are is a version of Moist Critical with less jokes and longer runtime. You're not an engineer. You're a joke.